Hello everybody, and welcome to the Titanfall beta. Now you might be telling yourself, well Josh, you can't review a beta, it's not even the full game. Well, that's kind of the point. This is more of a first impressions of the game. And this beta isn't quite a beta, it's more of a demo of the game. But with EA and everything, they choose to say beta instead of demo these days, I guess because of the multiplayer aspect of it, since they do have to bring the servers online to test it out. So let's get into it. I'm going to go through the options a little bit, tell you guys about these. The game runs expertly. I am very proud of them for making this so optimized for PC. A lot of shooters and stuff that come out are just god-awful when it comes to optimization, like Battlefield 4. When I did the beta review of that game, little first impressions of that game ran like shit. It was awful. It was terrible, and the game is filled with bugs. But this one runs really well. They put a lot of time and effort into making sure that it is optimized for you guys. So here in the options menu, we have keyboard settings, controller settings. This is probably one of the first shooters other than, say, Team Fortress 2 or Loadout or anything where I feel really comfortable playing with a mouse and keyboard, more so than I do with a controller, which is very odd. But the controller, it always feels like there's some weird twitching to it. I don't know. The controller on PC anyway, it just doesn't match right. So yeah, using mouse and keyboard is definitely suggested when playing this game on PC. Of course, it's got your audio settings, master, voice chat, music, and volume. Those are pretty much standard sliders. Then we got video settings. Video settings, they're alright. They're actually pretty okay for this. It's got your display mode, of course, your brightness, your aspect ratio, and your resolution, which is very nice. Thank you very much for those. You also have color mode. You can do monitor, you can do television, depending on what you're playing on. So that is also very nice. That's one option I don't really see in a lot of them, but that's cool. Anti-aliasing, you can. There's so many options in here. I just went for any of them. It doesn't really matter. VSync, of course, you have disabled, triple buffered, double buffered. I disable it because I want the max frames I can get. Although this game, the way it feels is that it's locked at 60 frames per second, which I mean is alright. That is the minimal that you should have on PC, but it would be nice to see just how powerful my PC could get with this. Also, you have field of view. You have 70 is the minimum, 90 is the max. It would be nice to see that go higher, but 90 is the standard amongst most PC players. 90 is where we like it, so I probably would suggest cranking that up all the way. And also this game, it's very nice to see them do that because people do get sickness and stuff. I don't personally, but I know that some people get sickness from playing at lower fields of view and stuff, so it's good to see them have that up there. You also have your texture resolution, your texture filtering, whatever. That, anisotropic, whatever. Then you also have lighting, shadows, effects, model detail, impact marks, ragdoll. I've left these all on high. That's as high as they go as far as I can tell, yeah. It's as high as they go. So yeah, I mean, like I said, this runs really well on my PC. Sometimes it feels like it uses a little bit of power, but other than that, if you're running with a pretty decent PC, you're going to be seeing very beautiful gameplay. So yeah, that's those. We'll just discard those. We're good for now. So yeah, that's the options menu. Like I said, it runs really well on PC for what it is. It's very surprising. This game is made by Respawn Entertainment as well. If you guys don't really know who those are, Vince and I forget the other gentleman's name, but they were kicked from Infinity Ward, basically. There's a whole controversy with that and stuff. And they created Respawn with the help of EA's partner program, and they created Respawn Entertainment, and they're making this game. So hopefully it turns out good. We know EA's history, and that's the worrisome part that I have with this game, is that EA is going to have a little too much control over it and cause some issues with this game. But let's go ahead and get into playing. Now, if you guys don't know what this game is, it's basically Battlefield, Call of Duty, whichever you prefer, mixed with a little bit of Mech Warrior, mixed with a little bit of Dota, I guess, the style anyway. I'll explain it more once we get into the game. But it's very fun, actually. It's pretty fun. So here when you first start the game, it doesn't even give you this menu. What you do is you start a training session. It's very simple, and it's very fluid. The controls in this game feel very, very fluid. When I hopped into it, I'm like, oh, I'm going to have such a hard time doing the wall jumps. Not really. It was very fluid. I got right into it very quickly. And really, when you get into the actual game, it's just learning the maps. And then you could be a really good wall jumper and climber and stuff like that. So here in the private lobby menu, you have play beta, training. This will probably be changed to play game. Or just play. But for now, it's play beta. Training, of course, which is just for fun. Pilot loadouts, Titan loadouts, last game summary, your personal stats, your challenges. The challenges, they're pretty simple. They're like any shooter. You have different challenges that you could do, you know. Be the player with the highest score on your team 5 times. Win 10 rounds. All that jazz. Also, yeah, you have a lot of these. So you have some with the weapons and stuff like that. Now, in the beta, the maps, the game modes, the Titans, pretty much everything is limited to a specific set of weapons, Titans, maps, game modes that they have chosen for the beta. So I can only show you a few, and that's something I'm interested in. I'm not sure how much replay value this game will have. It has replay value, of course, but how long is it going to hold people? The beta alone, I don't think it's going to hold people past, 5 hours, unless they're really, really into it. But, I mean, after about that much time you've played most of the maps, most of the game modes, you've probably gotten your pilot loaded out pretty well. At that point, the beta, it just kind of loses momentum. So I'm worried about that. I'm worried about them putting this in such a demo mode that it's going to distract people from actually wanting to play the full game. But that will be decided, of course. Pilot loadouts. Once you reach level 5, you can make custom pilots. Besides that, you have 3 standard ones, and I'll show you those in a second. But with the custom pilot, you can do your primary weapon. I really enjoy using this smart pistol. What it basically does is when you're not aiming down the sights, you can auto-target enemies. Grunts in the game, which are NPCs in the game, which is something that this game has that no other shooter I've ever played has other than, like, zombie mode. But that's a wave. It's a, whatever you call it, waves of enemies. But this is very cool. With grunts, it only takes 1 lock, but if it's a pilot, it takes 3 locks to take a pilot down with this. And you may not kill them the first time, so you're going to have to do it again. You got the shotgun, which is actually very powerful. It does a lot of damage, that shotgun. And then you also have the carbine, which is high fire rate. Later on, you get the compact SMG and the longbow DMR sniper. And I've seen people use this a lot, so it's a pretty good weapon. I haven't gotten it because I've only played a few hours of this game. But like I said, I don't think once you get your loadouts and everything done that the beta is going to hold you. Also, you have your anti-Titan weapon. You have the Archer heavy rocket, and you have the Sidewinder, which is like a really massive heavy machine gun and a blocking rocket. So those are cool. And you have your sidearm, which is a pistol. You either have like an auto pistol or you have a Hammond P2011. So yeah, those are pretty much it for weapons in the beta. So you can see it's pretty minimal. But what I've heard is that there's a lot of weapons. There's 7 game modes, I heard. I imagine there's lots of maps as well. There's a lot of stuff that they didn't put in here. They really minimalized it. Your tactical ability, you have Stim, which boosts your movement and your health, and then you have Cloaking. Now, all the preset loadouts have Cloaking on them. So really, everyone has Cloaking, so it doesn't really make you an assassin. You could probably be an assassin, and I'm sure there's more tactical abilities in the game and more ordinances, which are grenades, of course, your arc grenade, which is actually pretty devastating. It's kind of like a Tesla grenade or something like that. It's very damaging. And then you have your tier kits. Your parkour kit allows you to be better in parkouring and everything. Your explosives kit, and then your power cells. So that one I'm thinking is probably for your cloaking and stuff. It keeps your power up a lot longer. And then your tier 2, you have like dome shield for your mech. It'll keep it up longer. Minion detector or warp fall transmitter. The warp fall transmitter accelerates your Titanfall sustainability using short range jump technology. So that's very cool. And then of course you can choose your gender. You could be a lady. Ooh. You could be a lady, or you could be a man. That's pretty much it for the weapons and your loadouts and everything. And then there's also Titan loadouts. So you have the assault, the tank, and the artillery. They're pretty much all the same, depending on how you use them. The assault, it uses a big high fire chain gun, and it has vortex shield, rocket salvo, regen boost, and auto eject. All these have the vortex shield and the rocket salvo, but the tank uses a 40mm cannon, which is actually pretty fun. It's pretty devastating and heavy. It also has nuclear ejection, so when your Titan's about to die, if you eject in time, your Titan will go nuclear and cause devastation on other Titans, as well as doing an EMP blast out to other Titans. Also, there's the artillery. I really can't talk today. It's a problem I have. You have the quad rocket, which fires 4 rockets, which is very cool. And you have regen booster and survivor. Well, so those are pretty cool. I personally like the tank, mostly because of the nuclear ejection, because I tend to not be able to keep my Titan up for very long, but when I do lose it, I do want to cause some devastation. So that's just me personally. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more weapons for your Titans. There's 3 classes of Titans. There's the Atlas, which this is. There's the Ogre. And then there's the Strider. The Strider is more of like, I think, a faster runner, more agile one. The Ogre, I'm suspecting, is probably more of a heavy tank, whereas the Atlas is kind of a mid-range. So yeah, that's the Titan loadouts. Other than that, there are burn cards. I don't have any burn cards because I think not only because I'm such low level, but because to keep your cancel. To keep your burn cards, you need to not die, and I die a lot, so I won't show you those. But basically, what they are is they give you little buffs and give you skills and things that you wouldn't normally have. So it's kind of a game changer for your character, which is very cool, very cool. So let's go ahead and get into the game, because that's what you guys are interested in. So the 3 game modes that they currently have, they have Attrition, Hardpoint, and Last Titan Standing. And then, of course, they have the Beta Variety Pack, which is just, it chooses randomly, basically. Attrition basically is you're looking to get the most kills for your team. Your team's trying to get the most kills, the most attrition points, to beat the other team. Once you do that, there's an evac time where the losing team has to get to an evac point. At that point, the attacking team will probably advance on the evac point to take out pilots and grunts, and to also take out the evac ship. If you take out the evac ship, nobody evacs and nobody gets those points for evacing. Hardpoint is basically king of the hill. You gotta hold the point. In this one, there's fewer NPCs, I've heard, than in Attrition, but they're still there. Last Titan Standing is basically you are all in Titans whoever is the last Titan standing, of course, is the winner. But in this one, it's kind of cool because you can, if your Titan goes down, you can evac from your Titan, and you can continue beating up on the other guys, causing havoc from the ground. And that's something that this game really has, and we'll talk about that once we get into the game. So today, I think we'll do attrition. It's just a simple starter mode. It's very easy. The main point of it is to get attrition points. The best way to get attrition points is to take out grunts. Now, you might be asking yourself, what are grunts? Is that a name for a player? No, grunts are actually NPCs in this game, and that's something that this game has that other shooters like Call of Duty, Battlefield, they don't really have. They don't have these NPCs in the game that are also fighting against you, and it makes the game feel like there's a lot of battle going on. There's a lot of people around, and it's very cool. And the NPCs, they actually... you would think an NPC, it just runs in and it shoots people and that's pretty much it. These ones are actually pretty interesting. I think they spent a lot of time thinking about it. Are we just going to have militarized NPCs, or are we going to have NPCs that almost interact like an actual person would? And I think they went with that direction, that they're going to have interactive sort of NPCs. I've seen NPCs here. Hopefully I can find you guys some. I'm gonna go with my custom loadout and tank. Hello, robot. Allow me to pass you up. Anyway, as I was saying, the NPCs, they have their own little personalities. I've seen situations where there's NPCs dragging other NPCs that are injured away, and attack both of them, take them both out. I've seen NPCs digging around in enemy NPCs' gear to try to get weapons and stuff. It's very cool. Probably gonna suck this round just because I'm talking to you guys, but that's alright. We're gonna have fun. In the upper corner there, upper left corner, you can see the map. The little orange dots are enemy players, of course. So that's what we are looking to go for. But yeah, the NPCs, they're really a game changer, honestly. And in attrition, they're really your goal. There's really no other reason to fight other than to take on these guys. Killing Titans doesn't really give you a lot of attrition points. Killing pilots gives you more, but not as much as you could get from just taking out NPCs. So let's see if we can get in here and take these two guys out. Take these guys out. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, yeah, I got taken out. By Denkaku-man. Oh, it's very, very fun. Yes. There we go. Take out some guys. I don't know, it's very interesting. And as you kill people, your Titan's wait time goes down. So the more people you kill, the better off you are. And like I said, killing grunts is really your main goal. Let's get some multiple target blocks on this guy. Yeah, there we go. Pilot assist. Ooh, ow, taken down. I don't know. The game is interesting. It's very interesting. You have lots of different choices, things you can do, and I think the oh shit, that was really bad. There we go. Complete challenge. So I killed enough NPCs to do that. Ooh, wow, that Titan was hunting me down. He was very angry at me. Alright, let's get back into the game. I don't know, it's interesting because it has this dual gameplay. You have the pilots on the ground and you have the Titans. And ooh, I'm on top of a friendly Titan. Just kind of riding him around. Something you can do, you can ride them. If you get on an enemy one, you can shoot its head and take them out. Right around that. Damn, I was gonna get him. V, let's get my Titan out here. Ooh, shit. Okay, that was bad. Well, my Titan's gonna go into auto mode and start attacking people if it's being attacked. And you can see it on the screen there, that little Titan icon. That's where I'm going to run to. I'm gonna go invisible for a second. You can do it, Titan. Take on some people. It's gonna walk around. It's gonna try to come to my location as well. Hello, Titan. Let's get in here.
Control transferring to pilot.
All right. And take these guys out. Rocket salvo. Seriously. Ooh.
High damage sustained.
There we go. Take those guys out.
Enemy pilot
Oop.
detected on
Ooh, shit. Eject, eject, eject. Get out of here. I need to get the pilot off my back. There we go. Well, that didn't work. There we go. Perfect. Friendly helping me out. Take him out. Oh my god. It's really compelling, the gameplay, because you have really the meat of the game is in pilot actions, because being a Titan, it's cool and all, but really being on the ground is the funner part. You can see a Titan going nuclear there. Very cool. But the meat of the game is in the ground warfare. That's really where the game excels, because you have these grunts on the ground that are interacting with you. You have the pilots that are running around cloaked, taking on the Titans from the ground. It's very cool. Ooh, intercept that. Okay. Let's take this Titan out. I don't think this is a good idea. And don't let enemies escape. Oh, is this a friendly? Oh, probably. Probably knowing my luck. Alright, so we need to get to the intercept point. And we're gonna take this. We gotta take it down, guys. Come on. Move out of my way. Yes. Ooh, wow. That sucked. That was a big blast. But I survived it. So yeah, that's just a little look at it. I didn't do very good that time. But that's not the point. But I don't know. It's very compelling, but at the same time, I'm worried about how much gameplay people are going to get out of this. How much enjoyment are they going to get out of this? And I feel like it'll catch on. But they are going to need to add a lot more. Because as you saw, that round was very short. And that's kind of how all the rounds are. They're not very long. They're not like in Battlefield or Call of Duty, where the rounds could go on for 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how long it takes to kill everyone. Battlefield is really notorious for that, because you have to get so many points. I think it's really an accessible game for people that really don't get into Call of Duty or Battlefield. This is a better alternative for them, and it's much funner than any of those, because you have this dual warfare. You have the pilots, and then you have the Titans, and then at the same time you have like the grunts that are fighting, which give the game like personality, rather than it just being all players on the field. And people that aren't good like me, it gives them opportunity. It gives them hope in the game that they are actually doing well, and it gives them a goal other than being like, well, okay, I need to get really good at this gun so I can take these guys down. It gives them an alternative to the game. It gives them something more to play for. And I really like that in the game. It's got feeling to it. We'll play another game of attrition here just so you guys can enjoy a little bit of it. But would I suggest the game? I don't know. If you guys are looking for something that's different than Call of Duty or Battlefield or anything like that, this is probably a good alternative for you guys if you really are looking for a nice shooter. It's got a very futuristic feel to it, of course, with the Titans and the weapons. The weapons are interesting. I'm excited to see what kind of weapons they have, because, I mean, they have the Smart Pistol, which is probably the most interesting weapon they've given us so far. I'm hoping to see even more interesting weapons than just this. But that, of course, is to be seen in the actual game. I'm also interested to see all the different game modes, because they have kind of a normal set here. They have like King of the Hill, they have like a death match. Oh, that guy's down. So yeah, let's follow this grunt around for a little while. Ooh, shoot, that did not work at all. He was ready and willing. I don't know. I think if you are looking for a game like this, this is perfect for you. This is something that's going to be great for you. But if you're more of a Call of Duty person, I don't know. I don't know if this is really going to be your style, because it's interesting. It's totally different than what you normally would see. I don't know. It's cool. Oh, that guy was waiting. Let's try out another gun. Let's try out my my pistol here. See how well that does. It's not gonna have the locking on ability, but damn, nope, not doing that. I like the pistol way too much. No. I wonder. What I'm wondering is how long it is to get this pistol. If it's a starter weapon like it is, do they have something that's a little bit more strong? Something that's more, I don't know. Something, I'm trying to think of what it could be, like maybe a rifle that locks on? I don't know. I don't know, guys. It's definitely not what I expected the game to be. I didn't really expect it to be this compelling of a game. It's very compelling in its gameplay. The whole combat scenario is very interesting. Oh, wonderful, my Titan will be ready soon. This is a small map. Ooh, that didn't work. Ooh, that guy's going down. Run! Run! Switch back over to my smart pistol. Is that my smart pistol? This is my smart pistol. I was hoping that the Titan gameplay would be a little bit more compelling, you know? I mean, it's got the name of the game in it, you know. That's the reason the name of the game is Titanfall, is because of the Titans. And yet, most of the time, I don't really feel myself wanting to get into a Titan. I feel myself wanting to be on the ground fighting guys. Get in the Titan. Let's go. Pilot assist, we got that guy down. Oh, cute. There we go. Got this. Come on, you. Oh, shit, run. Yes, there we go. We got out of that. Eject. Let's get out of here. Woo-hoo-hoo. That was bad. That was really bad. All right. All right. We got this Titan here. Ah. I really want to get on a Titan and shoot it down for you guys. But yeah, I mean, that goes with what I was saying, that it feels like the more meaty gameplay is in the soldiers, and I guess that's a really good thing, because if it was all about the Titan fighting, then it wouldn't be as interesting as it is. It'd be rather boring, honestly. Oh, he hit me. What a dick. There's an enemy up in the buildings over there. There we go. So yeah, you can see these grunts that are just kind of, they're just kind of doing their thing, honestly. It's really weird watching, like, I mean, sometimes it makes you feel bad killing them almost, the little guys, because they're just kind of doing their thing. They're not really great players. They're kind of like the players that you see in the game and they just kind of sit there and relax and just enjoy the game. They like talking to their friends. It's kind of weird, honestly. I kind of want to find some of those moments in here for you guys just to see how the NPCs are playing. It's kind of interesting. Gotta find a couple of them that are together, honestly, though.
All units, we're neck and neck with the militia. You only have a short time left to secure victory.
There we go. Take those two guys out. 3. Oh, he got me. He knew what I was trying to do. V, let's get our Titan in here. Come on, baby. Oh shit, I think this Titan's going nuclear right as I'm getting my Titan. Shit, that would have been bad. That's an enemy Titan, obviously. Let's back up out of this situation a bit. There we go, we got victory. So now we need to get to their drop point and intercept them. Ooh, let's get going here. Come on, baby, we're moving. We're getting through here. Gonna take the long route. That way I can get around. Let's see, E, eject. Oh, what? Did I die? Oh, he shot me. He jumped off, and that was smart. Very smart of him. Come on, guys, take it down. Can they do it? Can they do it, guys? Can they do it? Yes, they did! And that's how you play Titanfall. The scenery, the game, the graphics, they're beautiful. The game plays perfectly. I would suggest it to you. It's got a full price tag on it, of course. It's just really if it's your game, honestly. Are you really interested in that dual aspect of the game? Are you interested in just being in a Titan all the time? Because it's very hard to be in a Titan all the time. You need to be on the ground a lot more. But of course, the Titans aren't locked from you. You get them as soon as you get into the game. And I think that's what the game does really well, is because your character, your soldier, you're an elite soldier. You're an elite pilot. You run Titans. So you don't have to earn that ability to run a Titan. Except for doing the first intro thing, which is just a tutorial, basically. And it makes you feel powerful over the grunts. The grunts feel like meat soldiers. They're meat for the meat grinder. It's very, very compelling. Very, very interesting. So we will see how this game turns out in its full release, guys. So until then, guys, see you next time.